Long time no see, YouTube. Missed you. Hope you missed me. Maybe you didn't because it took me so long to post a new battle, but I'm sorry. But anyway, I've got a battle here against igieboy900, and it's a standard well, whatever, just you figure it out. You know, I lead with my ass off, knowing he's going to lead with his hip out on to set up damn rocks and that sand. So I go for the instant trick, and he predicts the double trick in this upcoming move, and I'm like, no bitch, you've got so much weak to grass. I'm like, yeah, grass nut. Surprisingly, it doesn't kill, but I guess it's left to the sandstorm, you know, raising that special defense. But whatever, my special as of is punching holes in his team. I go for the fire blast here instead of the psychic, thinking he might go into Alakazam, probably to outspeed me since I no longer have the scarf and I'm modest. So I hit the Rose Ray, which is very fortunate for me. So he goes into my low deck, possibly thinking I have U-turn over psychic, but wrong. I just go straight for the psychic. It does a decent chunk. You know, he could recover Stormy, but eventually I could get a special defense drop or whatever. And he thinks that a pivot switch on his Rose Raid is better. I just go for the grass knot, hoping that if he did stay in, I would just take him out, or, you know, didn't want to risk it. I'm in a position that I don't have to over-predict, and, you know, now I can just go straight for the psychic again, knowing that if he sends anything pretty much except for Alakazam in, it's dead. And I could have gone easily for the Fire Blast if he did try and resist the hit. But now he goes into his Revenge Killer, the Stoutland. I was retarded. I went into this thinking he'd retaliate with the Choice Band, which I'm pretty sure he does have. But he just goes for the Cooly Dooly Crunchles. I was debating to go into Hitmontop earlier, which would have been a great play for me, but whatever. Anyway, I go into this, expecting him to swap straight into this so I can go straight into my Shaman, and then expecting him to swap, fearing the Seed Flare, if I'm like some, you know, weird variant, but whatever. So I go for the substitute, expecting this to come in. I'm not sure if the Seed Flare will kill or how much it will do. So I decide just to go for the Leech Seed, you know, to see what he's going to lock himself into. He goes for the Return, knowing that I can just bring in my Hitmontop probably to resist a hit or take it pretty well with the Intimidate and whatever. So I just get some Leech Seed damage off on him, heal myself up a little, go back into my Hitmontop, and Hitmontop's like, you got that Intimidate. I just want to gouge how much damage it does, you know, see what I'm going to have to do. So it does approximately 40%, but I go back up over full with the leftovers, so I know he's going to swap back out into this, so I'm just going to go for the Toxic in case he expects me to go back into Shaman, predicting this. He's expecting my Rapid Spin or Close Combat, obviously, since he does have the Ghost typing. Now I actually predicted the Unprotected Focus Punch, which is yay for me. So I go straight for that Sucker Punch, and I get that extra bit of Toxic damage on him. And that is what I've been aiming for. At this point, I'm just planning on sacrificing my Hitmontop. You know, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to Rapid Spin or come back in on anything important to get an Intimidate off. He goes for the Earthquake here. I think he really should have gone for the substitute at some point if he had it. But, you know, that hindsight doesn't really matter now anyway. He goes for the Focus Punch, last ditch effort in case I some reason switch, expecting him to die, free switch into something, who knows. But whatever. So it just dies. Wouldn't have really mattered here since Earthquake later on from my incoming Mammothswine plus Eyesight would have killed it no matter what. That is if I do live the return, which I managed to do, which is pretty cooly doolies if I do say so. Its natural bulk allowed it to survive. And from an adamant 252 EV Mammothswine, nothing, it's not going to really live that Earthquake. So here he goes for the Recover, expects me to go for the Earthquake, taking it a bit better. But no, I'm a Focus / Mammothswine, and I go for the Earthquake. Just, not the Earthquake, the Endeavour, to take him down to 27 as well, that's my health. Now I predict the second Recover, and I go for Stealth Rocks, not remembering what was on his team, so I put it up just in case. But I find out later it probably wasn't that relevant at all, would have been just better to spam my Endeavours. But now I do go for Endeavour in case he decides to Scald me. But he doesn't, so I'm just going to go for the Ice Shard to take out the Hippowdon. You know, it was just a pivot switch for him, which is pretty good play considering he does have his Alakazam left, which was why the Stealth Rocks was pretty useless. So I go for the Ice Shard, hopefully doing more damage than it actually does, but you know, it owes only 60 base power after stab, so can't do much. Anyway, so now he goes for the sub, just to lose some extra health for some reason, I don't even know. But I just go for whatever. Yes, I don't know. And now I go into Azelf thinking something, I don't really know what I was thinking. Maybe he didn't have the Shadow Ball and he had Recover and Focus Blast and Hidden Power or something. But he has the Shadow Ball. I go into a Zoom roll. Didn't want to over-predict, because if I over-predicted here, I would have lost. I just went for the safe Aqua Jet. He goes straight into my loading. I expect that. Now here, probably should have gone for the Ice Thing as I switch out, obviously, into my petals. But he instead was fishing for the burn, for some strange reason, in case maybe I wasn't Choice Banded, but whatever. So here I was running, since how much my Psychic on the Azelf did before, which is modest, compared to this more bulky Shaman, I wasn't sure, but it is a Seed Flare, it does have a huge base power, and it's stab, so down goes my Lutic, and as you can tell, it's pretty much game from here. So talking about stuff now, hopefully I will be posting more battles. I've entered Elo's tournament, yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to get those battles up soon, when I actually get around to having the battle. My team will be pretty cooly doolies, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. As always, comment, rate, subscribe, all that jazzmatazz. And sorry if you still can't understand my Australian accent and fishes all like that. Because I haven't done this for so long, my narration might have been a bit bad, a bit rushed, but this was my first attempt, apart from 2 failed attempts when I forgot to speed up the battle earlier. Yeah, clever. So if there are any requests also that you would like to see, more battles, some stuff, since really at the moment I've only got work and, well, nothing, because my life is amazing. But anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'll see you all later. Toodles!